Online Quiz Part 3: How to add and organize questions in a quiz activity. To efficiently create and facilitate an online quiz, we recommend teachers to follow this three-part procedure. In Part 1, we built a question bank. In Part 2, we have set up a quiz activity, but it doesn't have questions yet. That's why in Part 3 in this video, we will focus in adding questions to our quiz activity. The first step, go to your quiz. Go to your quiz and click Edit Quiz. If the quiz activity is newly created, you just simply have to click Edit Quiz. But if it's an old quiz activity that you want to modify, go to Administration, Quiz Administration, and then you'll see there Edit Quiz. So let's click Edit Quiz. So don't confuse Edit Settings and Edit Quiz. Edit Settings is for changing the behavior or parameters of the quiz, like the time limit. Edit Quiz is for changing the content of the quiz. Alright, so this is the edit mode of the quiz activity. As you can see, there are no questions yet, so let's try adding questions. Click Add to add a question. When you click Add, you'll see that there are several options for adding a question. The first one is adding a new question. You can create a new question on the spot while building the quiz. Although this is allowed, it is not advisable because the tendencies are questions will be compiled in a question bank without a strategic organization. It will be more difficult for you to use that question in other activities. So what is the better option? The better option is to add questions from a question bank. That's why this became a three-part procedure. The first part focuses on building your question bank. So simply click Add, then choose From Question Bank, then choose a specific category and check the boxes of the questions that you want to add to the quiz. You can add multiple questions at the same time. Just check the checkbox. There you go. That's an example. We've added one question. The number to the right of the question is its equivalent mark or score. You'll see here it has 1 point because that's the default mark. Take note, you can modify the default mark while building the quiz if you have to. For example, we may want to make the score higher. So just click that pen icon, then type the new score, and don't forget to press enter to save it. Done! We've just modified the mark for this item. Let's add more questions. Okay, so you may also choose a random question if you would like to create a quiz activity that changes its content in every attempt. So just choose Add a Random Question and then just specify a question category and the number of questions you would like to get from that category. You can effectively use this feature if you have a well-organized question bank, because if your question bank is strategic, you can still control the topic and difficulty level even if it's being randomly generated. So I've added 2 more questions for this demonstration. Take note, ensure that the total marks is equivalent to the maximum grade so that you will not have problems with the calculated grade later. You can modify the individual marks and the maximum grade or score. Don't forget to click Save when you make changes. In the previous step, We've designed this quiz to have one question per page. That's why you will see that per page there's only one question. You can definitely change that while building the quiz. You can easily move the items into a different page, drag and drop items into a new page or position by using the move icon. So you can also have different sections within a quiz activity. You can add a new section or section heading in between pages. Simply click Add and choose Add a new section heading. You will see that there's a new heading and a big pen icon. If you want to change the title of the heading, just click the pen icon, type the name of the section heading, and press Enter. Now, to the right of each and every section heading, you'll see there's Shuffle. You can shuffle the order of questions within each section. Simply check the checkbox to shuffle items within the section. For this case, Shuffle is enabled. That means the order of items under section 1 will change in every attempt. It is different for each and every student as well. While here, Shuffle is not enabled. That means the order of items in section 2 is fixed. This feature allows you to shuffle a portion of your quiz only, depending on how you will design the quiz. You may shuffle everything or just shuffle certain parts of the exam. Take note, you will not be allowed to add or remove questions from the quiz once your students have started the activity. So make sure that you have selected the correct questions and the right marks before letting your students answer the activity. Having said that, it is always good to preview or test the quiz before publishing it to your students. To do that, go to your quiz activity, then click Administration, Quiz Administration, and there's a button for Preview. This is an example of a quiz preview. It simulates the exact quiz activity or the exact activity that is visible to your students. So always try it on your own before letting your students try it. To monitor the progress of your students and or to check the details of their attempt, go to your quiz activity, then click Administration, Quiz Administration, and click Results. UVLe gives you a lot of information or details about the attempt of the student. For example, it gives you the time to finish the exam, what time did they answer a particular question, etc. So let me give you an example of or a preview of the results of a quiz. So in this case, you will see the viewing of quiz results. There's an option to download quiz responses data. And if you click the score of the student, it will open the exact attempt of the student. You will see the exact answers of the student. So this is an example of the attempt of the student. When you click the score, this will open. So you can see the information or the exact attempt or behavior of the student during the quiz. And then UVLe records the time when the student answered the question. UVLe also have simple tools or for item analysis, so just follow this step. So the quiz activity in UVLe is very comprehensive. That's the end of the video demonstration. For questions and clarifications, open a ticket at ILC Diliman Helpdesk. Visit helpdesk.ilc.upd.edu.ph. Upgrade to interactive.